Welcome to another episode of Candid with Claudia, where we bridge generations, share real stories, and turn possibility into reality. Today, I'm sitting down with someone who embodies growth, resilience, and true passion for her craft. Our guest, Melissa Fox, is a proud millennial, a licensed esthetician, and a successful business owner who has built her brand from the ground up. And behind every service she provides is a story, one shaped by dedication, creativity, and a moment in her life that pushed her to evolve into the woman she is today. In this episode, we talk about the challenges that shaped her, the lessons she learned as an entrepreneur, and how her generation approaches beauty, confidence, and purpose. And of course, we sprinkle in a little cross-generational magic, comparing perspectives, sharing laughs, and finding the connections that remind us we're not as different as we think. So whether you're Gen Alpha, Gen Z, Millennial, Gen X, or Boomer, this one has something for you. Let's dive into this candid conversation with the amazing Melissa Fox. Hi, Melissa. Welcome to Candid with Claudia.
Hi, Claudia. Thank you for having me. I feel honored to be here in my space. This is just so cool.
So it's funny. I'm saying welcome to Candid with Claudia, but I really feel like I should have said, hi, Claudia. Welcome to Melissa Fox.
I love having you here. This is awesome.
So excited to be in your space. How beautiful is this?
Thank you so much. We're so, we're only 6 weeks in business, so I am like still on a cloud. Like it's all very surreal to me that I now have two places.
And we're going to get into all of that. And I want to dive into the first question. Melissa, you are a millennial. You're a millennial entrepreneur, and November is Entrepreneurship Month. How would you describe your generation's influence on your career and the way you show up in this beauty industry?
So I think that millennials are, I'll figure it out. Like that was our generation. Like we'll figure it out, right? Like we were before social media, but then we had it. And so we had both of those times, but also, you know, millennials are dependable. Like we could be out all night the night before and we would still show up for work, right?
Those are Gen Xers tendencies too, though, but okay.
Yes, but still, we totally, like, I remember doing this, being out and then waking up super early to go to work or just going, you know, I've always been dependable. I've always showed up and worked hard. So I think it's I'll figure it out. We don't ask for help, you know, and just do it.
So take us back. What originally made you fall in love with aesthetics, skincare, and helping people to want to always look their best?
It's really an obsession of mine to make people feel confident in their skin. It's really something that you see when you take an acne skin, for instance, and you completely clear their face. No meds, no drugs, just good facials and good old-fashioned skincare that's made for them. When you see their eyes sparkle, truly there is no better feeling for me.
What would young Melissa Fox say to the Melissa Fox of today that owns now 2 successful spas?
You're crazy. I would think I'm like, this is very, you know, I like to, risk to me will always be better than regret.
Love that.
Like, honestly, that's just the truth. Like, I would rather take the chance than have any regrets in my life.
You know, there are times that we take a risk because something in our life has made us pivot to that. I'm going to take us back a minute to Dr. Brandt. Dr. Brandt and the passing of Dr. Brandt was a turning point in your life, and for mine too. He was my doctor as well. How did that loss affect you personally and professionally?
I thought I would be there forever. Like I thought I had the best job in the best possible place. And I was like, I'm just going to stay here forever. Entrepreneurship was not on my brain. But unfortunately, when he passed, I felt all of a sudden like, oh my goodness, like, I don't know if I have the same drive, the same, you know, it was depleting, right? So after that, my husband was like, let's why don't you do your whole life savings and why don't you try something on your own? And I was like, let's try it.
Let's talk about that, because that is when you pivot and that is when you thought of entrepreneurship. So you thought you spend your entire career there. I thought I'd be with Dr. Brandt forever too. What did that moment teach you about uncertainty? And I mean, you were so young when that happened. What did that teach you about uncertainty, identity, and the reinvention of oneself?
Well, you really, when you're faced with tragedy, it's a very eye-opening experience that life is short. Anything can happen at any given moment. Mm-hmm. You never know. And so you want to be able to really seize every moment, every day, take chances, mm-hmm. take risks, to be happy and fulfilled in life. Like it's a wake-up call.
And amazing that at that wake-up call, it's so great to have such a supportive spouse, because he was the one that said, you can do it. You can go out there, be an entrepreneur, correct?
He's delicious. I love him.
So is my husband.
I
Okay.
know.
Okay.
Oh, he's a good guy.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So, and he's still, even with Palm Beach, I was like, hey, I have this crazy idea. I want to open the second location. What do you think? Because I became obsessed. Yeah. I got the bug in my ear from, she's now my spa director here, mm-hmm. which I love her. She was like, hey, there's nothing like you up here. Mm-hmm. So it's like, wow, there really isn't. No one has my brands.
When you started Flawless by Melissa Fox at the time, you quoted saying you put your entire life savings on the line. What did that feel? Because at some point that must have made you feel a little scared, or there's a sense of freedom that you belong to no one else but to yourself now, a little mixture of the both. Tell us at that moment, do you remember what it felt like when you said, I'm going to take all my life savings and I'm going to put it towards what I believe in?
It's incredibly nerve-wracking. It's nausea-inducing. It's really, really scary. But once you make that jump, or once you do it, it's so exhilarating. It's such a high, it's just so incredible once you finally make that leap for personal growth, for your empowerment, your confidence as a woman, which, as you know, only comes with age, right? Mm-hmm. So there's nothing else like it when you're able to take a chance on yourself.
You've also said that on the first day on your own, you knew you made the right decision. What happened that day? Do you remember? Because entrepreneurship, there's a sense of fear in that. It's the unknown, right? So what happened, do you remember, that made you feel like, oh, I made the right decision. I'm exactly where I need to be?
I made $1,000 that day.
Oh, look at that. Okay.
And I was like, what? Like, I
love that.
I didn't make this in a week. Like,
I love that.
So I was like, okay, I did the right thing.
I love that. So walk us through a little bit again with this evolution. So from doing facials on your own in a room at Dr. Brandt's office, to having your own studio in Coral Gables, to launching a product line.
Yeah, so we...
And now running not one, but 2 Flawless locations.
Yeah.
Walk us through that evolution.
You know, it's been very natural and organic, truly. Like it's never been forced. It's lessons that I've learned over time, and I've been burned. Like, let's face it, when you're learning in business, just little old me, you know, from the Midwest.
Of course.
I didn't know anything about business, and you get burned and you learn your lessons and you get smarter and wiser. But you also learn to have everything just kind of happen organically and freely and ebb and flow like how it should. And that's how it's been. Even though I've moved fast, it's still, it's been almost 10 years in business, and it's crazy what we've accomplished.
What confidence did the Coral Gables location, or at what point in your Coral Gables location did you say, I'm ready for that second location, I'm going to West Palm?
So when you feel like you're a well-oiled machine, I was like, I'm bored. I was like, I could have something else. Why not, you know? And then West Palm is just such an amazing community, and it's getting such this crazy boom. And when I saw that, you know, a lot of our devices weren't up here, a lot of our most of our brands weren't up here, and we were offering a level of service that's, you know, so up to 5-star, that was it. I never had the gut feeling that it's going to work.
You know, some entrepreneurs want to stay small because that's where their comfort is, right? What pushed you to scale your vision and say, I'm going beyond my comfort zone?
I wish I could answer that question, Claudia, because I don't know how to answer that. I think it's just more of like a drive within me that I just want more and more, and I'm not satisfied. And I feel like my biggest thing is my team. You know, you're nothing without your team. And I have created a place where my girls are super taken care of, and they get to practice their craft, but at the same time, like, they're really loyal, and we build something really strong together. And that's what I'm most proud of.
So let's talk about, okay, you're Melissa Fox. Now, I know that you tend to a lot of clientele.
Yes.
So who was your first big client that validated the work and what you did? And what did that moment of confidence do for you?
Oh, man. Do I name names?
You can if you want.
Oh, gosh. There's so many I can't remember.
Who was your first, like, oh, my God, I'm doing her face today? Because I know you have many.
I mean, I guess that would probably be Al McPherson. She's like the GOAT. And I was like, oh, my God, I'm doing Al's face today.
You're doing something right, huh?
Yeah.
And that was in Coral Gables?
Yes.
Amazing. But you did some big ones on Dr. Brandt, too.
Yes.
Yes, you did, because Dr. Brandt got celebrities there.
Yes, he did.
Yes, he did.
And he would always send people, but I can't say that. I can't.
No, I get that. Okay. So you've built a reputation where important people, and I don't want to define importance as, influence, but influence is influence. And so they trust you. And they trust you with their face. So what do you think sets you apart in this competitive industry that they come to you, Melissa?
Attention to detail. Like, we're very particular. I'm very particular when I work. I really pay attention to every square inch of the face to make sure that you leave absolutely flawless no matter what I do. I believe that you should always leave a facial better than how you walked in. So,
can I tell you what it would do it for me, why I come back to you?
Tell me.
I haven't seen you in about 5 years, Melissa.
I know.
And I will tell you that every time I used to go see you at Dr. Brandt or in Coral Gables, your energy is sincere, and how you speak to me is so sincere. And I know that the first words I'm going to hear is, hello, beauty.
Hi, beauty.
And you haven't changed one bit. And I do believe that authenticity resonates with people. And I do believe that is why you have loyal clients, because that's why I'm loyal.
I thank you.
That
means the world.
We drove all the way to West Palm just for you.
I know. Okay. I feel so blessed. It's really, it's such a blessing to be able to talk to people all day and make them beautiful. And I mean, what better job is there? It's amazing. And the relationships that I build are simply because I'm being myself and
that's what it is.
And honest.
Yep.
And I'm not trying to, leave anyone other than flawless. I have to leave perfect.
So what inspired you? What inspired you to work in Palm Beach from Coral Gables? What's the vibe, the culture, the energy that makes it special for you here?
So West Palm is booming. So I saw this crazy boom and I just wanted to be a part of it. The community up here, we had people driving from Jupiter and Palm Beach Island and, this surrounding area. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's such a long drive to Coral Gables. But I thought, well, what if I could service them there? Because then I could split my time. Also, my home is conveniently located right in the middle. So it really doesn't make a difference. I go north, I go south. I love to be in my car. It's fine.
You love to be in your car. Can I be in your car later today with you? Okay.
I'll take you for a ride.
Listen, Coral Gables, West Palm. There's a similarity vibe, though, if I take a look at Coral Gables and West Palm. Is there something different you offer in Coral Gables than you offer in West Palm in terms of services or clients or business?
It's the exact same. It's literally a carbon copy of Coral Gables. There's no change. Same services, same brands, everything. We try to keep it as cohesive as possible.
Well, that's branding, right?
Yes, you
And
have
that
to.
is why so it doesn't matter if your client comes to West Palm or a client goes to Coral Gables,
It's the
they're going to
same.
get Melissa Fox
That's right.
services. That's
That's
amazing.
right.
That's amazing. So you are a mom. He is now 8 years old. How are you balancing motherhood and entrepreneurship? And what is the hardest part about balancing both worlds for you?
Well, I don't know that I'll ever have balance fully, but I do make an effort to really make sure that I'm present, I'm in the moment. And I think, honestly, another thing that has helped me is staying private, having like a private life, you know, like I don't want to put him on social because I don't think he needs to see us doing that all the time, or, you know, it's just really, to me, I understand people want to see more of me and I get that.
Yeah.
But, you know, my home life is sacred.
Yeah.
And I want to keep things, you know, between us as a family. So, and, you know, that's when we're in the moment present as parents, it's definitely quality over quantity.
What do you think motherhood has taught you about leadership, about time, and more importantly, what truly matters?
Well, that's a tough one. Motherhood has definitely taught me patience, which I never have.
Has it really? Because I'm trying to learn patience
God.
being a mother.
Yes.
And it is hard.
Yes.
It is hard.
You
God
really,
bless us.
and then and it translates into when I'm training a team, when I'm working, you know, like I have to have patience. So motherhood has definitely taught me patience in business. That translates to business. And it's just, I would honestly say that's the biggest thing for me.
Well, you know, we'll learn any secret thing or the secret sauce to being a mother and learning patience. We're going to have to share that and make millions, because I'm going to tell you something. Let me tell you, I started parenting later in life, and being a mother is special. And being a mother and being an entrepreneur is even a balance that is a daily reminder of, I don't know how we do it.
It's crazy.
That's a whole
It's crazy.
That's
but,
a whole segment.
I do go to work and, you know, so I'm not with him all day, you know, obviously, as if someone was staying at home, which is way harder than going to work. I would definitely, you know, I'd probably lose my cool too, but coming to work and then translating that patience is.
And giving them the proper time and making sure they stay off all the social devices, right?
Yes. Yeah. You gotta take it away.
Now, when you started Melissa Fox Flawless, you started alone. You had no little one. Today, you manage a growing team. What have you learned about leadership along the way that would define who you are in terms of your style?
I treat people how I want to be treated. So, you know, and I think that's what has served me so well, is that I treat people simply because how I want to be treated. It's really, truly, that's it. I pay them how I would like to be paid. I, you know, talk to them how I would want to be talked to. I try to really take care of my team. So, and that to me makes me feel like a good leader when everyone's happy and they love to come to work every day and don't want to leave at night. To me, that is what is a successful, being a boss. They call me Heffa.
They call you Heffa? Yeah, that's boss. I love it.
It's
How
cute.
do you ensure your philosophy, Melissa Fox, with every client that leaves Flawless, is executed daily by your team, even when you're not here or in the room?
Well, they know. Like I have eyes all over, and I will know. You know, I can honestly. I'm so in tune with the skin. If protocol is not followed directly, and I give them a lot of freedom, right? If I'll be able to tell. So you know, that's all I need to. And that's it. So they know that, and so that's how we, you know, ensure the protocols that are in place at Flawless are so different. And once they know that, they're good.
What's the biggest lesson you've learned about trusting, about empowering, and about training a team to meet your Flawless standard?
Really building them up. You really have to build their confidence as a facialist, which to me is an art form, really. I want them to come and be creative and practice their art, but at the same time have a mind like a doctor, be a therapist, do all the things and sanitation and, janitorial stuff. So there's like a whole encompassing duty list that they have to follow. So, it's really being an esthetician is tough work. It's really hard.
So if a younger girl came to you saying, they probably have, I want to be an esthetician, but I'm struggling to grow, what would you tell her?
You got to put yourself out there. I used to hand out my card at the gas station. So you really, to put yourself out there and word of mouth and give it your all. Make sure that you know exactly what you're doing. If your gut tells you, like, hey, I shouldn't be doing this on a client, don't do it. Simple things, but definitely just to really believe in what you're doing, know everything possible about what you're doing. Don't just do things because you're not educated.
Yeah. What big mistakes do you see new estheticians make, and what should they be focusing on instead?
I think finding, there's so many different realms of esthetician life. You have medical side, you have results oriented, you have more holistic, you have, more massage type estheticians. And I think, I find what speaks to you the most and then hone in on that technique.
What skill habits do you believe are essential, especially mindset, to turn a passion into a long, thriving career like you have?
I think that, honestly, if you have a passion for anything, you can make money doing anything.
Can I stop you right there?
Yes.
Do you know that in my first episode of Candid with Claudia, my guest said the same thing? And he added to that not only can you make money if you have a real passion for it, but in today's world, there is no excuse with the resources we have in the social media platform that we are. It's so funny. That is absolutely true. But go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, yes. At all. I really feel if you believe in something so much, it's
yes.
really, truly your love. It's not working. And no matter what it is, whatever the occupation is, if you love it, if you're passionate, you can make money doing anything. And that's really, you just need to find your passion.
You need to find your passion, which I think it ties in. You need to find your why.
Exactly.
Yeah, I agree. So it would take me to my next question. What do you attribute your success? Was it luck? Was it timing? Was it work ethic? Was it a mentorship? Was it resilience? Was it a combination of everything? Or was it because you found your passion?
Definitely my passion. I knew I was good at it. And then the more faces I touched, I just felt like I got better and faster. And the more skins I saw, where I saw every sort of condition, concern, everything, and I knew how to treat it, and they could still leave my room better than how they walked in. I was like, okay, I could do this all day, and I still do. I love it. It's hard to get me out of the treatment room.
Melissa, you're really humble, but you're extremely successful. At what point did you realize this is bigger than you ever thought?
When I opened Palm Beach 6 weeks ago. This is like,
it
really hit me like, what did I do?
It had nothing to do with the fact that Coral Gables is beyond successful, but okay.
But it really, you go through the motions day by day. That's how I try to move day by day. I try not to think so far ahead.
Yeah.
So I really, try to enjoy the present and be in it because it's really the only way to be.
When did you know a second location was just something you were going to do? Because I'm going to pivot to my next question. When I know you don't want to look into the future, but what is next for you? Is there a third location, or are you focusing on perfecting what you already have right now?
I would love to open a school. So eventually my hands will give out, right? And I won't be able to perform like how I've been performing. I don't want to put a year on myself, a number, but and I would love to be able to have a school where
an esthetician school.
Yes, where I could teach and really, give girls great education, like all my knowledge over a long period of time. They'd have to go to school for a while. Yeah. It would be at least a year training, no joke. And then that's like my end goal. I don't think it's another location. Okay. I'm cool with two. Okay. I like to have my hands in both. I like to be, and I only got 2 hands, so 1 for each hand.
Palm Beach,
That's
Palm
it.
Beach, Coral
That's
Gables.
it. So I don't think anymore. And, to grow this practice is going to take time. So, but that's, I think, the future of.
I think that's beautiful.
Thank you.
I think that's well scripted.
Thank you.
And you all heard it on Candid with Claudia. So when Flawless School comes up, you're going to hear about it again next year.
Thank you.
Where do you see the beauty industry heading? And how is Flawless preparing for that? And I kind of think you mentioned that right now a little bit about the school. So where do you think the beauty industry is heading, especially now as I believe the one thing that I also love about your locations, or you mostly, is that you have not dabbled into the Botox or anything like that. When there's a lot of wellness or spas, they kind of dabble into that a little, but you really focus on skincare. That is your expertise. That is what you swear to, and that is what you're sticking to, correct?
Yes. It's not that there's anything against laser, Botox, all the things. Like, it's great. If you love it, do it. But I just wanted to have a place where people knew they could come and get a really great treatment and leave perfect and flawless. That's my goal. I want to stick to what I know. And I also couldn't sleep at night if you got messed up and doing something, and I couldn't sleep. So
When you think about the Flawless legacy, what impact do you want to leave to your clients? And I think you've already alluded to it when you mentioned the school, but what impact do you want to leave to your clients, your team, and the next generation of estheticians?
That you can really be an amazing, well-versed Esty, treat every sort of condition, treat every sort of concern, and still make people feel good about themselves. There's no need to bring anyone down, right? So even though, let's say, they come in and their skin has serious problems, you can always find something positive, and that just continues to grow larger as your time with that client progresses. So. And also, too, I make stars. I make good Esties.
You do. You do. But they don't want to leave you. They want to stick with you. And that's also telling.
Amazing.
I love that. Fill in the blank for me. What has your journey taught you? My journey has taught me. Your entrepreneurship journey has taught you.
Taking chances. It's the best thing you can do for yourself as a woman.
Do you want to leave any lasting words before we go into Candid Rapid Fire to any young girl that aspires to be the next Melissa Fox?
Just really get as much practice as you can. Learn. It doesn't just end as soon as you get your license. Truly, you have to learn. You have to get your credentials behind you. Take as much in as you can. And really find your passion within the industry. Whatever your style is, hone in on that, because that's what's going to bring success.
And if you need great training, you need to look for Melissa Fox.
That's right. In the future.
You ready for some Candid Rapid Fire?
Let's go.
All right. It's a Candid with Claudia special. Coffee or matcha?
Coffee.
Retinol or vitamin C?
Retinol.
Dermaplaning or no?
Dermaplaning, yes.
First celebrity crush?
Leo DiCaprio.
Really?
I know.
Mine is Ryan Reynolds. I know you're not asking, but it's Ryan Reynolds for me. What's your treat yourself splurge?
A new pair of J's.
Really?
Yeah. I love tennis shoes.
What song instantly boosts your confidence?
Running Down a Dream by Tom Petty.
Oh my God, I love Tom Petty. Stop. One adjective that describes Melissa Fox.
Energizer Bunny.
That's 2 words.
I know. I can't think of one.
I'm
driven. There's no doubt I'm driven.
Okay, so can I tell you something?
Tell me.
I had the mic turned around on me, and I had Jen Alpha interview me, and she asked me what word describes me. And do you want to know what my word was?
What?
Driven.
Girl boss.
From one entrepreneur to another, we are girl bosses. That is 100%. Millennial Gen Xer here. Melissa, thank you so much for being with us today. But moreover, thank you for lending us your absolutely beautiful space.
Oh my gosh.
You are you said your husband is delicious, but I think you are.
I Hi. It was an honor to have you here. I'm like it's very surreal these past few weeks, and to have you in my space interviewing, this was so much fun.
You are.
Thank you.
You know, may God bless you. May God bless your journey. I'm so glad you have all heard it here. Flawless. Next location would be a school. Stay tuned because you're going to hear more about it on Candid with Claudia. But again, thank you for being a part of this episode. Do not forget to follow us on TikTok and Instagram, and follow us on Spotify and YouTube for more episodes on Candid with Claudia. Stay tuned, but more importantly, stay candid.